Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day, wherever you are around the world and you are watching this. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lisa, and this is Heart of Inspiration. And today, this morning, here where I am, we're going to talk about, good morning, we're going to talk about motivation made kind of easy. Kinda. Good morning, everyone. So I've got 5 points. I'm big on these 5 points now, okay? So we're going to do 5 points, and we're going to do rapid fire. Okay, here we go. Motivation made kind of easy. Morning. So point number 1, okay? Step number 1. What gets you going? Okay? So that's like your passion. So when you think about something, anything, so what gets me going is when I can do this, right? When I can teach. What gets me going is when I am blessed with the opportunity to help someone attain their healing. What gets me going is when I'm blessed with the opportunity to help someone on their ascension, their awakening journey, and release them. Heal, teach, release. That gets me going. So what gets you going? Like when you think about it, you're like, I can't let this continue on this way anymore. Okay. Because sometimes it can be a positive, like, heal, teach, release. Sometimes what gets you going is to remove pain and suffering or injustice from someone else. So what gets you going? And in parentheses, what's your passion? Okay. Number 2, who will you serve? And in parentheses, that's your purpose. So now that you know what really gets you going, I tell you what will keep you going and will help you with the motivation on how to keep moving towards your purpose is to recognize and identify who it is you're going to serve. Because you can have all the great ideas in the world, but if you have no clue who is going to benefit from it, and you can't really get that down, right, in your spirit as to who's going to benefit from it, then it's just a kind of pointless idea now, isn't it? I mean, have you ever, I know this happened to me. I have wanted to cook a particular meal, something new and different from what I've always made. And so if my children are coming over or whatever, usually it's my kids, and I say, hey, guys, I'm thinking about making whatever, chicken masala or something. Well, they'd like that. But the point is, I'm thinking about making some chicken masala, right? Tiki masala, maybe. And I'll put that out there, and then they'll say, well, what are the ingredients? And I'll tell them. And I might get to scallions, and then one of them, my oldest, is going to say, I don't like green onions, right? Or then I might say, well, I'll have a red wine reduction, and maybe, my daughter will say, oh, I don't like the taste of wine, right? So all of a sudden, nobody wants, and my son will just be like, can't you just make some regular chicken? So no one's excited for it. So then I no longer am motivated to make the new dish. Why? Because it's not going to benefit anybody, or no one's really excited about receiving it. So number 2, who will you serve? That's your purpose. Number 3 is when will you start? And that's your plan. These are all steps towards motivation. When will you start? That's your plan. Now, remember, we talked about this earlier this week on Sunday, I believe it was, or Saturday, one of the days, that it's 10% planning, 10%, and 90%, right, action. 10% planning, 90% action. So when will you start is sitting down, meditating a little bit, but you don't even necessarily have to meditate. Let me tell you something. If you just sit down and just sit down with paper, these are my notes, paper and pen, and just say, this is my passion. So when I was preparing, right, to do this, transform the channel, who will you serve as your purpose? When will you start as your plan? When I was preparing to transform this channel, I sat down with pen and paper and I just let it go. If you prefer to sit down in front of a keyboard and type it out, great. In a Google Doc, a Word doc, a Who doc, a There doc, I don't care. But put it down. Just get it out. You don't need to do a whole lot of sitting around meditating. You don't need to do a whole lot of sitting around contemplating. Let your spirit that already has all the information, let your spirit man, because remember, this is why you came here, let your spirit man or woman get it out. Let them talk. Okay, let them write. Let them do it. Okay, so that's number 3. When we start, make your plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, message. Anyway, all right. Number 4. What is the end goal? What's the end goal? That is your inspiration. Now you can interchange 3 and 4. You can interchange 3 and 4. It doesn't matter to me. Because the 3 and 4 are going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The inspiration is that indwelling of the spirit, right? My channel, Heart of Inspiration. The indwelling of the spirit that propels you towards a destiny, a goal. Good morning. A goal, a destiny. The indwelling, the infusion of the spirit, inspiration, inspires you to move and to put something into action. These 5 points are going to keep you motivated to keep moving towards your end goal. Now, inspiration comes from where? The spirit. That's the main part of the word. Inspire. An infusion and indwelling of the spirit. So when you are in your meditative state, see the end goal. See all those people served. See those people healed, whole, helped, houses built, daycares made, new invention that, I don't know, saves lives. I have no idea what it is. For me, it's people healed, taught, and released. For me, it's books written. It's conferences. I see all of these things. End goal, but my end goal, the end purpose is heal, teach, release light workers out into the world to raise the vibration and usher in on this planet and usher in the next stage of humanity. That's right. That's what gets me going. And all of us have a place to play in that, right? In that overreaching goal. But that's what gets me going. So what is your inspiration? And that really, what your inspiration is, when you see what the end of it is, when you see this, like, this is where it could be, right? And you get that up here and it becomes a vision that you see, And then you can speak it, even if you're speaking it spiritually. And then it gets down here into your heart. That's when you can manifest it, because when it really settles right here in your heart chakra, that's when the energy goes out and it creates and you manifest it back. Okay? That was number 4. Number 5, told you I'd be brief this morning. Number 5. This is going to sound a lot like number 3. When will you execute your plan? And in parentheses, discipline. Discipline, consistency, steadfastness, all of these things, message, are the building blocks. Without discipline, there can be no success. Without discipline, there can be no success. If you do not have the discipline to do the thing you are meant to do, work on it a little bit every single day. If you do not have the discipline to get up and set aside time to take care of your body, if you do not have the discipline to get up and set aside time to feed your spirit, if you do not have the discipline to, at some point during the day, take some time to learn something, listen to an audiobook, whatever, take some time to, you have to have discipline in order to execute and achieve the greatness that is within you. It takes discipline. It takes discipline for me to get on here every morning and do this. Do you think I want to get up every morning and get on here? There are some mornings, like this morning, I did not. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't. I didn't want to stay up till whatever time it was last night, recording, ripping, whatever, this week's class for the spiritual enlightenment course. I didn't want to do that. You know what I wanted to do? Go to bed and go to sleep. Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. That's what I want to do. Because these ascension energies have me a tad bit tired. There's downloads coming all from everywhere. Not from everywhere, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot happening. It takes discipline. When I was in the discipline of getting up at 5 or 5:30 every morning and going to work out, that would get my metabolism going. I'd have a ton of energy for the day. Sweating gets rid of toxins. You're welcome. Okay? Sweating gets rid of toxins. And also the infusion of oxygen then clears your mind, your muscles get moving, you get energy. Discipline, people. Number 5 on motivation. And I will tell you, when you become disciplined on the execution of the plan to implement your purpose, you will be motivated every day because you are inspired by the people that you will serve. It all comes together. Those are my 5 steps towards motivation made kind of easy. All right. I'm going to let you guys go this morning. Please, in the description down below there, if you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe link down below. There's also a link to my spiritual enlightenment class. This is week 2, so I would say if you're going to get in on it, get in on it. You can either do the rest of the 4 weeks that are left with the discussion, or you can just get the angelic hierarchy class on my website, and then you can singularly participate in this week's discussion if you so choose. And if you are in need of or would want to, you can have an opportunity to work with me either via a Reiki session or an energy healing session, and there will be ascension and enlightenment coaching coming soon. All right, guys, until next time, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love each and every one of you. Thank each and every one of you that has been here during the live broadcast. I appreciate you. Blessings. Namaste. Bye-bye.